the more I know what I want. You know, when I was young, I was just having fun with women. Just let me get that one, let me get this one, let me get that one. You couldn't tell me to stay off of women, you know? But the older you get, you know what you want. It just comes with maturity. You know in a few seconds when you're on that date, are you on the phone, are you guys gonna vibe? If you know it's quiet and on the phone you're like this and it's quiet, but she's pretty and she's sexy and you still want to go on a date with her, it's not going to work out. Because you should know what you want. Over time, you're going to be like, I want somebody that I can laugh with. I want somebody I can vibe with. I want somebody that's adventurous. I want somebody that's not boring. It's not about, I want somebody that's 6 feet tall. I mean, women like 6 feet tall. I mean, I want to know, are you humble? You know, are you going to spend all my money? I don't want you to spend all my money. I'm looking at all them areas of my life. Are you a good part of my life? So a piece, like a puzzle. Are you going to fit in that puzzle piece, the puzzle that I'm creating? My life is a puzzle. But do I want to add a piece to that puzzle? And does it fit in? Or does the shoe that you, whatever with the shoe. But what I'm saying is, we all grown. You know in a few seconds, okay, this one can work. But sometimes over time you go, I think that's the time where you think and go, Sometimes we look at it and say, I want to be around this person. I want to be around that person. I want to be around, it's good to be around a person. But sometimes you got to let people go out there and do their thing, even if it's your man or your husband or your wife, and just think, like, you know, so like, see if they are good in your mind. We want to be around each other all the time. That's beautiful, but we do get tired of each other too. Okay, but what I'm trying to say is that, man, I just know what I want. And if you don't fit that puzzle, I'm not bringing you into my life. I don't care how fine you are. I don't care how pretty you are. I don't care if you got nice breasts, big booty. You're the finest thing on the planet. But do you fit in my life? That's why we have to take our time to get to know somebody. I think 6 months to a year is great. Sometimes a year, you be thinking you know that person. You find out you don't really know that person. But they got to go through the test of the storms, the rain, not all the good times. You know, wait for the bad times. That's when you're going to see what's their character. And are they going to be by your side? Are they going to apologize? Are they going to say, are they going to say something nice? I shouldn't did that. I apologize. Because we're not perfect. We're not perfect. But what I'm learning is that something in your spirit goes, that's the one for me. Stop looking at people and ignoring red flags and going, yeah, she's pretty. I just mess with her. No, it's just not going to work. It's not going to work. If you don't see yourself walking down the street with this person physically, definitely that. You're not attracted to that person, they're not for you. But people are like, it's about the good heart and how the person is. It's not about how they look. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Attractionness plays a big part in your life. Because when you wake up in the bed, you look at them and you're going to go like this. Well, what the hell is wrong with me? Or you're going to look at them and go, damn, I got me a good one. You want her to look at you and be like, damn, I got me a good man. That strong attraction is something powerful that we need. Women are good at knowing what they want. They're like, yeah, I want this. I'm attracted to this guy. Okay. But they're not good at picking guys either. But they know what attraction is that they want. They got to be attracted to you. But guys, some guys out there like, I'm dealing with I got to look for somebody attractive. Some guys out there like, I don't care how attractive it is. I just want to have sex with her and I'm going to move on. That's this man. Just, women, I would say, guys just want to be with anything. And I'm looking at it and be like, sometimes it's like that. It is like, you look at me like, damn, you with that? But dudes out here, some dudes out here are horny as hell. But you should know at your big age what you want. You can't cover up some red flags. Some red flags in your face for a reason. Are you gonna deal with these red? My uncle always told me, everybody got a luggage. Which luggage you want to deal with? And everybody's not perfect either. So you thinking I'm gonna meet somebody and they're gonna just be the Prince Charming, this gonna be the most beautiful woman, and she's gonna be perfect and she's just gonna be everything, my soulmate. No, it's just not that fairy tale life. It looks good on TV, or in a movie when they acting, but in real life everybody is fucked up. This is what fucked up you wanna deal with. And some people got a lot of luggage. Some people got some luggage. Some people barely got no luggage. And some people got too much luggage. But you're going to deal with some luggage. You ain't going to come in with an empty case, an empty suitcase. There's going to be some stuff in there. You're going to be looking through it like, okay, I don't like this, but I like that. I don't like this. I don't like that. I like this. I like this. I don't like that. I like this. I like this. I like this. I don't like that. But you know what I mean? Because nothing is perfect on this earth. A woman can look at me one day and be like, you just get on my nerves on how you eat. But she might be like, I can deal with it. It's what you can deal with. Okay? Are you willing to go farther with this person? Because you go with somebody else and say, I'm just going to leave. This man just married and he cheated on me and I'm going to go out there in this world. And you think a guy is not going to cheat on you again? Are you crazy? Do you know a lot of men like to have, a lot of men like women. I don't care. Especially the young ones. The older guys are looking like they get tired. We get tired. I know I get tired of having too many. You can't have too many women. But when you're young, you want them all. I want them all. Give them to me. Give them to me.